Two free Muse URs and you managed to give me the same copy. Twice. How's it going? XPPlayer here and welcome back to another episode of SIF All-Star Scouting, where today we're gonna go ahead and scout for these ones here because, yeah, definitely not because I'm using it as filler content. So, yeah, we do have like 30 standard tickets, a UR ticket, and these UR tickets here from the Twitter campaign for the Season 2 anime. Of course, there's this one that's distributed one ticket a week. So, I mean, there's that, but I'm gonna save that until the very end. So, we're gonna do the other ones for the time being, and just get to it. And as we know, the remaining tickets all guarantee URs, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with the ticket scouting real quick. Just to get ourselves warmed up and accustomed, I guess reasons. Now, based on the reaction from the free talk, it's alright, but well, the original stream itself got blocked because I actually played the episode, even though it's like just small snippets, but that apparently counted enough that I got the boot. So yeah, I ended up having to sort of re-upload it as a VOD, so I mean there's that, but looking back at the free talk, actually, I'm actually pleased to say that episode 2 addressed a lot of the issues. Even though it's not complete yet, it's really adhering to the direction that the problems that I raised from the free talk will be addressed one way or another. And based on the opening, actually, I think we can assume that the SIF is actually going to happen on late December, because here's the thing, on episode 2, we got a hint with the little chat with Ayumu, Setsuna, Nana, and Shioriko that Shioriko's in charge with the cultural festival, but the SIF is scheduled to be held pretty close to the festival. Now, when it comes to like the cultural festivals, it's around like it's autumn, fall season, so probably around like August, November, around those times of the year. So what that confirms to us is that SIF is gonna happen on the Christmas holidays, the New Year holidays, so late December. So that kind of also explains why the opening, which sounds very damn cool, that the girls have winter-like costumes. So, I mean, yeah, there we go. I mean, there's a good chance that perhaps there's a secondary event, like how they say about the if we go with the All-Star story, remember we have the Squadra exhibition, and in a sense that is sort of proposed by Kaoruko, so that's Shioriko's older sister. Yeah, you can actually see her, a little snippet of her on the opening around Ranju's line, I think, where it's like the girls are running, you know, running across the street with a lot of people supporting them. Yeah, on that cut, on that shot, actually, you can see Kaoruko towards the right of the shot, actually, so there's that. Of course, there are also other school members too from the other end cards that we see on SIF, so very nice touch there, and well, very neat honestly. But yeah, I mean, I think the formation of quartz actually makes a lot of sense because of their sort of like different developments as well. Because I feel like with the stance of Ranju is that Ranju has sort of misunderstanding of the festival. Because as the season 1 established, it's essentially where everyone comes together and, you know, make their dreams come true. So it's like, it feels a bit out of place to see that Ranju is like doing things alone, you know. It's like, for not even thinking about the fans because it weakened them. The whole point of the festival is that it's because of the support from fans that the idols would support back their fans and sort of like that. You know, a more mutual relationship. It's been a long time since I've had this initial Yohane, but I mean still, I mean, a UR is a UR. Lemon Break too. I mean, at this rate, this Yohane is actually pretty outdated, but I mean, better than nothing. I mean, it's a UR, I mean, yeah, why not? It's just not an early game, you know, And one of those early game URs that isn't a face card. Oh wait, Johanna-chan is one of those. Whoops. Anyways, let's go for the Muse ones. But yeah, where was I? Right. Quartz actually has a pretty decent, like, case against Ranju, actually. Because with the formation of Quartz, actually, it sort of contests against the ideals that Ranju was in the perception of. I'll go through this real quick. Of course, it's the Chun Chun. It's the initial Chun Chun, and not lovely Chun Chun. Can I break two? Dang, I feel old now. You know, giving me two for your URs doesn't automatically make me a Kotori Oshi, okay? I mean, sure, that's a new Kotori UR for this account, but that does not make me a Kotori Oshi. Free. But yeah, Quartz actually has a lot of reasons of actually existing properly. One of it is mainly because of their own character development arcs, actually. One of it being Kasumi, because she essentially embraces, after the first season, episode 2, she essentially embraces everyone to, you know, walk their own paths whenever it comes to being school idols. And that's what the club is, you know, a place where school idols can gather, but still be able to do their own thing, which is against what Ranju's perception of the club was. Okay, this is a new Riko-chan. Oh, it's a New Year one. Okay. Dang, hello there. Pretty powerful, I guess, for the time it was released. Okay. Oh, hello there, Dayata. Oh, okay. It's been... I barely have any Daya URs, actually, so, I mean, that's a nice addition, I guess. But yeah, Kasumi's case was that, well, she now essentially embraces the club to have school idols that have their own interests. Irina-chan's case is that she has the support of her club. If it weren't for the club having her back and giving her the confidence to step out on stage, Rina-chan wouldn't have been able to perform at all. And Kanata's case, I guess it's like more relying, you know, because in her case, she was too supportive or really taking the load on for Haruka. Hey, Virtual Wonderland. Hello, Rina-chan. We were just talking about you just learning. But yeah, let's go with the second one. Dang, Rina-chan. Rina-chan's really just stepping in here out of nowhere. I just briefly mentioned you just now, but I mean still. Yeah, Kanata's case is actually that, you know, she has been, like, being too overprotective of Haruka, but Haruka wants to also step up and support them. And by the end of Kanata's episode, they learned to support each other. And that's the sort of thing, like, it's showing that, oh, it's better to support one another instead, you know, instead of just giving it all or taking all the responsibility for the sake of another person, you know, while somehow neglecting your own sort of thing. So it's like, there's that, and then there's Emma, where it's like she learned a lesson from Karin that well, it's important to reach out and help someone in need. So it's like, the four of them actually makes a lot of sense, especially with the settings that they have from their individual stories, which all of them in sync actually goes against the beliefs that Ranju thinks about the club. So, I mean, it's honestly, yeah, pretty good writing there. And it's, I guess, a bit difficult for people to see at first glance unless they actually probably read through season 1. But, I mean, yeah, I'll probably do a free talk. But, I mean, doesn't look like it's gonna pop out this week. I'm probably gonna combine it with episode 3. But, yeah, we're gonna end the global side of things. We're gonna go ahead and go to JP, because I forgot there's a JP side to this. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, we're on JP, and yeah, we're gonna continue with the scouting. So, where were we? Quartz, right. as I said, I'm gonna combine that actually and just gonna keep that into like a free talk. Because actually, I feel like I would love to do like a proper free talk session. You know, I mean, I've learned my lessons from the first free talk, so I mean, yeah, I think I could pass by without a bit getting blocked. Whoopsie daisy. But yeah, with Quartz and Ranju's sort of ideals clashing out of the way now, there's also Yutan and everyone else's. So, I mean, from the opening, obviously, as I said before, we saw a little bit of Kaoruko there, so I don't think Kaoruko's gonna actually be in the front and center, as well as Chiriko, until, I guess, Ranju's arc has been resolved. Because Chiriko and Kaoruko has to come in a pair when it comes to Chiriko's development. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense. You know, there isn't really much places to go. Perhaps Chiriko is like reaching a breaking point. She needs to somehow exert her emotion somewhere, and to do that, she becomes a school idol. I'm guessing, but I don't know. It's probably gonna take a while before we see Chiriko's proper development, if that's what the writers are thinking. I mean, based on the opening also is that, well, we have Quartz's development, right? And then on the opening, the pre-chorus shots, we have Quartz, followed by Diver Diva, then Asuna. So, we could assume that their development lines would also go that way too. Now, the real problem here is that how perhaps their development will also correlate. Oh, Daya-san. Daya-san. Wow, Daya-san has a lot of URs now. Why am I getting all the Daya URs now of all times? Dang. Anyways, Rorozai. I'm thinking here actually is that the formation of these subunits will correspond to a Rebirth member's development. So for Quartz, it's gonna go against Ranju's development, and for Diver Diva, it's gonna go against Mia, somehow with Yutan together in there too. And then we're gonna have Asuna to go against Chiriko. Karin senpai da. Sasuga Karin senpai da. Anyway, so yeah, the problem now is how are their ideals going to clash with the characters in mind? Because if we're gonna go from the game story, Chiriko would connect quite good with Ayumu, especially, then Setsuna as like rival council presidents or sorts. And then we also have Shizuku. Shizuku's case though, I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? Shizuku's character development makes perfect sense to match it with Chiriko because, remember, she has repressed her emotions. Remember, she has repressed her true self up until Kasumi literally brought her out of it and therefore got her to develop on her episode. So it makes perfect sense for Asuna to work with Chiriko, work against Chiriko to enhance her development. But now here's the problem. How are Karin and Ai's developments gonna go up against Mia's? That's really the thing I'm wondering. I'm thinking Ai's ones make quite a lot of sense though, because Ai's one was like sort of existential crisis. Yeah, you should be careful about Ai-san, you know. But yeah, this Rina-chan here is like the best highest voltage non-fest card because it's of the recent meta. So I mean, that's nice that we have this Rina-chan here. But I wonder what Karin's like story, like Karin's development will work with Mia. And then there's also Yu-chan though. So I'm thinking Diver Diva's development will go along together with Yu-chan and Mia. So somehow it's like a 4 character development arc sort of thing. So when you think about it that way, actually, it makes a lot of sense that the subunits will eventually form because each of their ideals are actually countering the ideals of a Rebirth member. Now, obviously, the problem here is just that when are these events going to happen? So for Ranji's case, it's most likely going to happen during the live with YG. Oh, hello there, Maki. I mean, yeah. I somehow already have you, okay. I'm sorry, are they the exact same? Oh my god. Exact same copies. Seriously? Are we really doing this minor games? Two free Mizu R's and you managed to give me the same copy. Twice. Dang. I mean, if I was just looking at like how rare events happen and how happy I am to see rare events happen, I would be very glad. But I mean, really? Really? At least be like proper voltage cards or something, or SP cards. That would be perfect. Oh well. But yeah, here's really where I would like to see how they're gonna like properly intertwine their stories. Because as I said earlier with Quartz, is that Quartz's development arc actually can be a force to counter Ranju's development. And Asuna's one also with Shiriko. Problem is Diver Diva. Okay, I'll give you all the strawberries later on. Oh, hang on, Ruby-chan. Sheesh. Yeah, this Chika-chan is actually not too bad for its time when it was released, but then yeah, there's that. But yeah, my main problem is how they're gonna integrate Mia and Diver Diva's development. I'm guessing Shioriko-chan's development is gonna be after the SIF though. Because, I don't know, when you think about it, normally you'd think that the SIF would be like a season finale sort of event, but I feel like there's something beyond that, right? Either they somehow work in something else, because there's Cultural Festival and then there's SIF. So perhaps what we're looking at here is that we're gonna have the Nijigaku and Kodo live. So that would be the Nijigaku YG co-op live, the co-op concert for Ranju. And then the Culture Festival would be, I'm guessing, Shioriko and then Mia. I don't know, because I feel like Mia should come first, because Mia's case is that she's only doing it because she wants to spread her name, right? But perhaps there's something different to it that Diver Diva and Yu-chan can teach, and then finally Shioriko. That's what I'm thinking, at least, because we have highlighted 3 major events that's going to happen from Season 2. First one is SIF, that's already established from the first episode. The Culture Festival that was established between the talk in the Student Council room, and then the combined live on episode 2, beginning. So yeah, that's right, Setsuno. That's right. So I'm guessing that's how we should see this season then. Honestly, very good way to actually assimilate and make sense of the developments from Season 1. A bit cheeky now, Rina-chan, aren't you? Imagine having such high tech that you actually use it just to prank her, to be like a horror house for your classmates. Yeah, dang. Rina's pretty brutal. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to like the development for Season 2 actually, now that we sort of like have the formula sort of like figured out in a sense. So, I mean, yeah. I think I'll combine that talk and actually suppress that until next week then, considering that we won't be able to do the free talk. Because the polls, I mean, the criteria hasn't been met, and I doubt it'll be met by the time it's Wednesday, so yeah. we're gonna combine it with episode 3 and do that then. Alright. So with that said, that's gonna be enough of my ranting and scouting. So if you guys enjoyed today's scouting video, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more All-Star scouting videos. And I believe the party card info should come tomorrow on Wednesday. So meaning Thursday will be the party banner review. So look forward to that. And with that said, that's gonna be it from me, and I'll see you guys next time. XPPlayer out.